Hello there. Well, thank you for checking out the Genius 128 Day series. This is a very in-depth analysis and review on Genius over the last 180 days. And this review screams that the time right now for Genius and for this bear market and for this bull market coming around the seasonal corner, this is the time to buy Genius. So check this out. Now, nothing in here is financial advice. It's just a review and analysis. You can learn a lot from this video series. Sure, you'll learn a lot about Genius, but apply what is in this video to other cryptocurrencies, to other tokens, to other blockchain assets. They have many names and many, I guess, strict labels too that are being developed by the industry, but you just pay attention and you'll learn a lot of things here that are very important about finding gem cryptocurrencies. All right, I'll start here. So over the last 6 months, we've had the Genius token operating. First things first, if you haven't already, go to thegeniustoken.com, thegeniustoken.com. This is a community website, and they have a newsletter. If you don't get a pop-up asking you about the newsletter, just scroll all the way down, but you do want to sign up to it. You'll get a copy of this presentation, and you'll also get a copy of, or links to these videos in this video series. And please, for buying Genius, as long as you have MetaMask or any of your own, like your own wallet, like not Coinbase.com, you can simply go to geni.to, geni.to/Ethereum. Go to that link. It'll bring you right to where you can buy Genius token on Ethereum. Also Genius token for Binance Smart Chain, geni.to/Binance. You type that into your web browser, that'll bring you to where you need to be. So please like and subscribe to this video. Join the community. We have, like we as in the greater Genius community, we have a chat room that you can go to. Right? This is a chat room where all like Genius people hang out, developers hang out, tokenomics people hang out, really smart people are there, and many passionate and eager people are there. People who are passionate and eager about Genius, and they want to help you with it. So if you need some help, type into your web browser t.me/GENICRYPTO, Geni Crypto, but make sure you talk publicly with people. And also, there is a Simply Genius video series where you can check out for if you're looking for another video series, or if you want not so much of an analysis, but an explanation of really how to use Genius and how to have it work for you. That link is geni.to/simplygenius. So here we are. Genius Day 198. Happy Genius Day 198. It's still super early. Genius is a sleeping giant. The market right now, the crypto market, the assets market, same thing. Same thing is what I'm referring to. But the world in general is having a little bit of a tough time financially, and people are hurting financially. It's turning around in some ways. But what we have here is we have a token, and this analysis on this Genius token is going to show you how Genius is a sleeping giant. And for those of you who are already familiar with Genius, you may want to move forward in the series. For those of you who like the reverb and the echo in this room, it might help you go to sleep and sleep really well. And then you'll wake up knowing all these things about Genius that you didn't know before. So yeah, we're in what's called a bear market. That's where the financial world's not doing too great. It's going through some changes. And in those times, people tend to, when they need to grab for money, they tend to grab what is the most liquid. And Genius is one of the most liquid assets on the planet. So in a bear market, in many bear markets, well, here we have Genius's potential is to 1,000 to 10,000, like X, to grow in price. So the potential of this grows every day. Now, 1,000x, all that means is every dollar you had suddenly turned into $1,000. It's life-changing, generation-changing wealth. All right. Genius is the #1 financial asset. I'm going to say it here and now. I've said it before. I've checked out a lot of these things. there's something very special going on here that you do not want to ignore and you do not want to sleep on. Genius is the most significant innovation in crypto since Bitcoin and Ethereum. But when I was writing this, Genius will grab national interest, but the truth is Genius has already grabbed national interest. Genius is a piece of software that was built to give humanity exactly what they wanted, what we wanted, which is a better store of value, a better way to save our value. All right, Genius is a token unlike anything else in decentralized finance. It gives immediate revenue per day. You earn revenue with it. And you earn revenue in ways where you don't need to stake or mine or any of these things. Now, we've all heard a lot about artificial intelligence lately. And people who are dabbling in the crypto world, we've heard about different cryptocurrency artificial intelligence or different blockchain artificial intelligence. Well, Genius is the only one that has real artificial intelligence. Everybody is sitting there talking about artificial intelligence with their token, but it's all a bunch of BS. Genius does. I mean, there might be that little token out there that I haven't heard about yet and that I'll eventually hear about, but Genius itself, it uses real world artificial intelligence. So, well, what this means, AI itself, it has a goal to do something. In Genius's AI, its goal is to make the value of its token more valuable over time. So just like a Tesla self-driving car, just like a Tesla, the AI, its goal is to keep you safer over time. Well, its self-driving goal is to drive without getting into an accident. So to drive safely, no accident. And if crazy things are happening, to let you know you need to pay attention, grab the wheel and drive. Genius does this with finance. And it does it with finance to drive you into a better future always, or to drive the economy of Genius itself into a better future. And you know what? Over these last 6 months, Genius has proven its capability to influence the market price of its own token. That's huge. The contract itself has done this. So Genius is financial artificial intelligence. It's the first financial AI application. And that's beautiful. So it has a first mover advantage as a AI financial asset. Have you heard of any other financial AI assets out there? There aren't any. So Genius has made some serious groundwork and it's getting a lot of attention. Its category is a store of value, more of like a store of growing value. Think of that like, not many people understand what a store of value is. A store of value, though, in layman's terms, is some mechanism that saves your value, protects you from losing it, protects its value from becoming worthless or generating value. And here, Genius is a store of value. So much like a, banking CD or a savings account, except one that doesn't suck. So who am I to talk about all this stuff? I'm talking about some things that are, by society standards, are very revolutionary, very, okay, if you're making a big claim, gotta back it up, right? Well, my name is Robert Genito. My name is not to be confused with another Robert Genito, who was a broker, financial advisor, and lots more information. But moving forward, I study crypto economics since 2011. Not as a broker, not as a financial advisor. I've never been a broker or a financial advisor. I never want to become one. Especially financial advisors, they're dishonest. A financial advisor is really somebody who is a salesperson, who is selling you financial products for an investment company. It's quite deceitful for them to call themselves a financial advisor when really they're sales representatives. I was a C-level officer in the crypto finance industry for 9 years and FIRE since 2020. No, I wasn't fired since 2020. FIRE stands for Financially Independent, Retired Early. So since 2020, I was financially independent, retired early. From having nearly a decade of experience with cryptocurrency and 9 years working as a corporate officer in the cryptocurrency industry. So I know the industry inside and out. Also, unlike many of the tokens that I did study, this one I was involved in with the design. I am a co-inventor of Genius and a co-designer. So I do have a unique perspective. I do have a unique understanding. And working with three tokenomics designers and economy people, like brilliant minds, working with them, I've learned a lot. And biggest part here, especially people who know me really well, they know that I'm super passionate about what I do. And that's my motivation. My motivation here and my motivation in all of crypto has been this passion and this love that I have for my friends and family, showing them possibilities, new possibilities. So this is not a sales presentation. I want people to be happy. I genuinely want you to be happy. I genuinely want people to be happy. This is not any financial advice. And once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I wouldn't do that. And I want to make war unaffordable. And cryptocurrencies can do that. Tokens can do that. And that's a big goal of mine. A little bit more about my history. I helped the Dash cryptocurrency. I was part of a core, well, not the core Dash core group, but I was part of a campaign where the whole idea was to bring more adoption to Dash so that the marketing would be more effective. And Dash ended up doing more than 177x, 170x. That's like every dollar you have turning into $170, or that's like every $10 you have turning into over $1,100 or over $1,000. That's pretty significant, especially in a time frame of about a year. You know, long ago, when I was telling people about Dash, evangelizing that, just like I'm evangelizing Genius now because I'm passionate and excited about it, I was once passionate and excited about Dash. I was once passionate and excited about Bitcoin. I still am. But here, since Bitcoin was about $1, well, under $1, I was telling people about it, and they were thinking that I created Bitcoin. Well, no, it was just they hadn't heard about it before because I was so passionate about it. It's like, you know, I realize a lot of people think when you're that passionate, you must be the person who made it. No, I'm passionate about it because it's awesome. All of this technology is awesome and world-changing. So since Bitcoin was less than $1, and it's about $30,000 today, I've been telling people, get Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, use Bitcoin. Not as financial advice, just do it for the experience of it. Same with Ethereum. Well, difference here is Ethereum, it turned out to be about $1 when I was first talking about Ethereum. And Ethereum today sits at almost $1,900. Unlike with Bitcoin, where with Bitcoin, I had come close, I'd become close with many of the core software developers for Bitcoin, and I had a unique insight. I got to hear the things they were talking about, and it helped me see the brighter future. And with Ethereum, personally, I knew two of the founders, like main founders of Ethereum. I mean, can't say it so much with Vitalik as we've only spoken Mandarin with one another. I speak Mandarin Chinese fluently. Pretty rusty right now, but so yeah, I guess I knew his Mandarin personality. And Dash, once again, Dash, when it was $5, I was talking about it a lot, and it went to $1,500. Now, I would study the tokenomics of all of these different tokens. I would study their economics so much that with many of them, I would start to find flaws. And, you know, when Dash was about $150, dropping down from $1,500, I started warning people about it because I saw a flaw with Dash's tokenomics. And long story short, that has a bit to do with masternode owners and their voting. And Ryan Taylor, the prior CEO of the Dash core group, talked about how tokenomics was a big problem with Dash. So at about $150, I was warning people like, hey, you know what? This thing was great, did awesome, but there are flaws that I'm surprised more people don't know about. Well, now Dash is under $30. Same thing with Steam. Steam was amazing. I was telling people about how cool it was, how innovative it was, how it could change society. And Steam was less than 20 cents at the time. Steam went to about $5 when I was still telling people, hey, dude, Steam is amazing. I think it went to $6. But about $5, I started seeing major flaws with Steam. I started warning people about it. It's now 15 cents. Yeah. So this happened with many, many tokens, including Ripple, Litecoin, Decentraland, and Muse and SoundAct, which were really the same thing. I would look at the tokenomics and eventually was always finding problems with them. And many of these coins and tokens, I was part of a team that was helping them get adoption. Well, back to Genius, right? Well, right now, Genius, its market cap is incredibly low. It's an excellent time to buy if you're looking to buy and use Genius. And, well, the world is dying for AI assistance, and that's what Genius does. It's not AI assisting the user with best trades to make. No, something even better. The economics of Genius, they're assisted by AI so that the future economics of Genius are always better and always more economical for everyone. This doesn't exist in society today. Genius is very new. For any of you who have seen the movie A Beautiful Mind, there are quotes, there are sayings in the movie about how the best thing for any economic system is truly where a man, woman is doing the best for themselves, that is also the best for everyone else. Genius's AI assists this and enforces this. Yep, the Genius token, GENI, it's the only thing that does it. Math simulations that I've seen, that other developers and tokenomics designers, simulations that I've seen from them and that I've made myself, they show 100,000 growth potential, like 100,000x. That's as silly but true, and too good to be true, but too good, too true at the same time. These simulations show 100,000x in growth before 2025. And that's not too far in the future. So that's 100,000x from today's price. These simulations that I am referencing here, they're based on the current bear market's energy and growth. Genius market cap would be 100 billion at 100,000x. Now, many other cryptos have had 100 billion market cap because they were significant. They didn't start with 100 billion market cap, but here, what do we have? We have Bitcoin. Bitcoin did over 100,000x within its first 5 years. So that was before 2014. Before the year 2014, Bitcoin did over 100,000x. So if Bitcoin did it, can Genius? June 2010, for example, the weighted average price of Bitcoin was less than a penny. Now, not many people are aware of this. You had to have been somebody like myself or others who was fascinated by it, obsessed by it, and looking into it all the time. But this was about the time where I first heard about it, which was July. I think it was July when I first heard about it. And the price was moving from like 8 cents. From price moved to about 8 cents. So the price did about 100x within a month. Many people were talking about this, especially nobody knew what this thing was. So is it even possible for Genius to do this? Is it even possible for Genius to go 100,000x before 2025? Maybe. Well, let's consider the potential. Let's consider what Genius does and what it will do, what it has the potential to do. Well, Genius, unlike other tokens, it actively siphons value away from Bitcoin and other blockchain assets. Now, this is an advanced topic that I'm not going to go into, but not many tokens siphon value away from things. Now, you have marketing campaigns for different cryptocurrencies that do steal market share, but not siphon value. Genius does influence its own increasing market price, with Genius's first launch, where we discovered that sacrifices people just want to dump, they want to get their money in a bear market. Well, we discovered that for quite a while, like 90 days, Genius's price looked kind of like a stable coin, and that's because it was absorbing a lot of selling pressure. Yeah, so eventually what Genius does and will is it makes the market price bend to the contract's own will for price. Now we're going to go over that here. We're going to go over that in this video series, this presentation overview. This part's done. But what we have is we're going to go over this video series. We'll go over what happened so far, right? Like looking into getting an in-depth look in the Genius share price, which has had massive growth, Genius's usage growth, which is important to be aware of, the pulse chain copy, tokenomics and value analysis of Genius itself, and new dApps. There's all sorts of activity going on in Genius. There's a ton of activity. It's kind of nuts. We'll also go over what's next with Genius, like with Genius NFTs, the royalty receiver contract, which is a great revenue opportunity for many people, like immediate revenue, not like passive revenue, just like churning revenue. Genius day 200, what goes on with there, and a Genius DAO. Also go over, well, what exactly happens now? What happens today? And this goes over the unclaimed sacrifice tokens and how people can get rewarded for that. We'll also go over the advanced miners, early end mining, fee counter delay upgrades. There's a lot of stuff here that we're going to go over. So thank you for watching this video. I hope the rest can be shorter and that you get a lot from it. Thank you.